Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. And we need to be better after that defeat. What can we say? We need a win on Thursday. And my first question to you, mate, is how do you think Roma will react during Thursday's match in response to the match they just played against Inter Milan?
Well, big ups to the team who were playing Thursday, so we're not going to underrate the team, but we're going to win that game Thursday. It's going to be a good win. We should have a very good squad. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think we'll win because I was just looking at their stats to prepare the table, which is on screen, which you can see, but they've played their matches in the Europa Conference League and they won 0, lost 4 and scored 1. They scored 1 goal and it was against us in that 5-1 defeat. Frankly speaking, I think they are a trash team and they're also in a position where they're not interested in anything anymore because they can't get they're going to get 4th automatically. They don't even have the pride to play for the 3rd position. So, I cannot see Roma losing on Thursday. And Roma losing on Thursday, in my opinion, would seriously mean that something is wrong in the changing room again with the players. Because we cannot lose. It's the law of the impossible losing on Thursday. I just can't see it. So I agree with you. I think we will win. And yeah, I mean, we've got a comment in the chat saying Zaniolo should be in front with Tammy Abraham. Mkhitaryan should play as an attacking midfielder. In the middle, El-Shaarawy, Vertu, Cristante and Karsdorp. Defenders, Smalling, Ibanez and Mancini. El-Shaarawy is injured.
I think the same team that lost to Inter Milan could play. Maybe with the exception of Mkhitaryan and Smalling, have them left, should play. Just to sort of bring back some form of confidence.
Yeah, I agree. I think some players which obviously weren't available against Inter Milan need to play. Like Abraham, I think will play, and I think Pellegrini obviously is injured. El-Shaarawy is injured. Karsdorp, I think, will get back playing. The defense will be the same. So yeah, I think. We will see some players which didn't play against Inter Milan back, and that's obviously good because it's gonna be hard to get first position. It's gonna be extremely hard, but we have the odds to try and get first, even though it will be complicated. And my second question to you is: do you actually think we can get in a first position and beat Bodo Glimt's competition?
Well, it's out of our hands. If they win, they still have to lose that game, I believe, or maybe draw the game.
Yeah.
For us to win on our end and top it up. But I think, speaking of starters, I would love to see Mayoral and Calafiori if he's fit, as well as Reynolds.
Oh, wow. So you're going on a complete turnover.
Let's give the chance to the youth.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Obviously, Philip Dian is not going to play. He's not in for this competition. So, yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with you. I think we need to give more chances to players. But at the same time, I think, as much as I think many people assume that the match on Thursday is kind of a useless match. I don't think so. I think just more than the fact that it's a match to try and get first in the Europa Conference League, which would be better than second position and everything, I think we need to avoid losing on Sunday for the fans. Because if the fans see Roma, their team, losing against CSKA Sofia on Thursday, then, oh wait, Alex is, he'll be back, I seriously think that the fans will be absolutely fuming. Absolutely fuming. Right, let's get him back. There you go. So you know, it's I think it's for the fans. The most important thing is for the fans, because you know the fans don't want to see us lose against CSKA Sofia, and losing on Thursday for the fans would mean, you know, negativity spreading quite a fair amount of time. And negativity is a word I don't like to use. I assume many people don't like the word negativity, but unfortunately, if Roma were to lose on Thursday, even though it's kind of a useless match in a way, let me, you know, I do think that losing on Thursday for the fans is just utter disgust in a way. So I think for the fans, we can't lose. Right, let me quickly, Alex is back again. There you go, mate. Right. Mate, I'm having internet issues with your video. Wait, sorry lads, let me just sort this out, then we'll get back speaking about Roma. Right, let me quickly do this and then I'll be back. But what I'm saying is we can't, you know... Right, so what I'm saying is, I think we need to try and try to not lose on Thursday. Alex and I am having terrible connection, so I think Alex will see each other on Thursday for the match, because I think that network is absolutely trash. So what is extremely important we don't do on Thursday is let them take control of the match. Because letting them take control of the match would be absolutely ridiculous. And I think, you know, the fans know this. And I use the word negativity. It's something we need to try and stick away from as much as possible, you know, and negativity and everything related to negativity. So what is extremely important, in my opinion, we do on Thursday is, you know, obviously to win, because I think the morale for the fans, the morale for the players, the morale for the manager himself needs to seriously improve. Because you need to give a signal to the fans, and I don't think Roma will have problems on Thursday, fairly speaking. I think CSKA Sofia are not a good team. They, in every single Europa Conference League match they played, they didn't win once, they lost 4 times, and they scored just 1 goal. That just puts to mind that they're a weak team. Okay, so it's extremely important for us to give a reaction to the fans, because the fans want more. And you know that kind of clip, we should call it, that kind of moment where the fans were, not shouting, singing, singing with as much passion as they had. And the 90th minute against Inter Milan, when you were losing, I do think, you know, it's just a signal to the fans that the fans want more, and they will give time to Mourinho, they will give time to the players, but obviously they want a reaction. On Thursday, you know, many people might think, oh, it's CSKA Sofia. Yes, it is CSKA Sofia, but that doesn't mean that if it's CSKA Sofia, a win is not important, especially in these, you know, in brackets, dark times. A win against top clubs would be great, would be absolutely great. You know, so it's extremely important to play well, not just win, not just grab the 3 points, try and hope that Bodo against Luhansk, not just because the importance on Thursday's match is related to our position in the Europa Conference League, but it's because, boom, we gotta give a signal to the fans. So what Alex was saying before, obviously we lost Alex will be back on Thursday. What, we were agreeing on is that I do think there will be a slight turnover in Thursday's match. And I agree. I fully agree. But I think some players will be there. I think some of them, especially, a few big ones, will be there. And this leads me on to say my predicted 11, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's interesting. Because in these last couple of matches, Mourinho has been changing way of playing and the scheme quite often. Now, frankly speaking, yes, we need to think about defending ourselves against CSKA Sofia. But frankly speaking also, to be honest with you, are they actually that good to hurt us if we play with 3 defenders? Yes, okay, Venezia did. Do they actually have the quality to try and infiltrate our defense if we play with 3 defenders? Because I can guarantee you that the match on Thursday will be thought about in the attack section. Okay, I care about the defense, but in a match where we need to grab points, the attack is most important. So I think Mourinho will play with 3 defenders at the back. Rui Patricio in goal. I think the 3 defenders at the back will be, I think Smalling will rest, and I'm going to speak about Smalling in a sec. Ibanez will start, Mancini will start, and Kumbula will start. Smalling not only will rest, but Smalling needs to rest. Because, yes, okay, we did concede 3 goals against Inter Milan. We did concede 1 goal against Bologna with Smalling in defense. But I don't think that will... I still think about, what I'm more interested about, in a way, is how the players will play without Smalling. I think Smalling will rest, and I think he needs to rest. He's a fragile player. He needs to rest, because especially in this area, we cannot lose any more points. And we will lose more points, that's inevitable, but we need to try and avoid losing points. And having Smalling in defense, even though he conceded 3 against Inter Milan, is good, because he's got the experience that players like Kumbula don't have. So in this match, where, okay, it's important, but we can experiment, I think Kumbula, Ibanez, and Mancini will start. Now, 3 defenders, 1 goalkeeper. Now, I do think Mourinho will start with 4 midfielders. Actually, 4 midfielders in total. I think we will have 3 midfielders in a way. A 3 barrier midfielder with Diawara, with Darboe, and with Cristante. I think Veretout needs a rest as well. He's not been performing well lately. So obviously, he was playing with the French international duty. So, give him time, make him rest. And all these things are extremely important. So I think these will be our 3 defensive / giving the balls to the attack midfielders. And I think our 1 midfielder behind the 2 strikers will be Carles Perez. It could be Mkhitaryan, but Mkhitaryan's on a good form. But to be honest with you, Mkhitaryan also needs to rest. We've got important matches coming up. We need the rhythm of these players in our team. We already don't have Pellegrini. If we can't afford to lose Mkhitaryan as well. So Mkhitaryan needs to rest. Full stop. Exclamation mark. He needs to rest. Carles Perez will start just behind Tammy Abraham and Borja Mayoral. No Zaniolo. Zaniolo, I think, was possibly the AS Roma man of the match against Inter Milan. Maybe, arguably. No one was, but he was the only one trying. And I think he will rest as well. Because we're playing back on a Monday night against La Spezia in a match at home, full of fans, which will give the support to the team. And we need to win. Full stop. We need to win that match. I think Zaniolo also needs to take us a kind of psychological break. In a way, I think obviously what Mourinho said is significant in a press conference. He said, I advise Zaniolo to leave this area because the referees always go against him. It's a time for reflection for Zaniolo. Obviously, he did score in the last CSKA Sofia match, and it is important for him to play these matches to grind the goals back in his legs. But it is also important for him to rest. And this is why I think Borja Mayoral and Tammy Abraham will start up front. 2 strikers. The only thing we need to think about on Thursday's match is to score. Nothing else. We need to try and infiltrate Bodo Glimt and get first, hoping they lose points. Which I highly doubt, but who knows? Football is weird. And I think having 2 strikers not only gives Abraham's assistance, not only gives Borja Mayoral assistance, but I think it's a time for Borja Mayoral to start again, to refresh. In these last couple of hours, when linked to the transfer market, Borja Mayoral has asked AS Roma to be sold to Fiorentina. He's not having much space. He wants to play more. And, he told this to Mourinho, to Thiago Pinto, that, because I think he understood that Mourinho, that for him, he's useless now because he barely played any matches. It's a time, and I think it's a match where Borja Mayoral can step up, score, and maybe change idea about his future, which, I wouldn't exclude. So I think Tammy Abraham and Borja Mayoral will play up front, which is a surprise. We've never seen them play together. Right. I think Roma will win narrowly, and I wish Roma fans will go on the social media and speak against the likes of Mail UK, Sky BBC, and Football Italia to stop writing a negative story about the team. Please talk about transfer market in January. There was a live stream yesterday talking about Paredes, which is the big objective now. But another, what I think Thiago Pinto and Mourinho want is a midfielder, because we have no depth in the midfielder area. So Paredes with a chance, but now in these last couple of hours, Corentin Tolisso is actually, sparking up. He wants to leave Bayern Munich. Obviously, we've got the Mourinho effect, calling players, which can be a good bonus. So I wouldn't mind Tolisso, to be fair. He knows that he's got the experience. French national team. He knows how to play in a match in a team like AS Roma. And I think if he comes in, he can be boom. He can take Veretout or Cristante's spot and be a started 11. So he's obviously someone who's been injury prone, but obviously he wants to leave Bayern Munich, and that's a bonus. Zakaria, forget it. Zakaria is not happening. Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, and Manchester United all are now interested in him. And if Roma start competing with these teams, then it's just a waste of time. So Zakaria is not happening. And Thiago Pinto and Mourinho are moving towards other midfielders around. And the 2 big names in these last couple of hours are Paredes, who did play for AS Roma, knows this team really well, the fan base really well, and Corentin Tolisso. And in defense, there was a rumor of Max Aarons from Norwich and Henriks from what is it? PSV? It's either it's like Henriks. Where does Henriks play? Search it up. Henriks anyway. So these are the last transfer market rumors. But obviously during the month of January, during the month of end December, we'll talk about transfer market more and more and more. So stay tuned. Simon, what do you think about this new rumor? Mancini to Inter Milan for Dumfries plus 10 million. No way. No. Mancini is an AS Roma player. He is the second captain after Pellegrini. He loves AS Roma. Fan base love him. The fans love him. So no, we can't sell Mancini. And I would much rather keep Mancini than buy a new right back or left back. Partly due to the fact that Spinazzola is about to return. So yeah. Zaniolo will not play in the league, so he will start Thursday. Oh, that's interesting, mate. Blessing. Bless you. Yes, you're right. Zaniolo will be missing the match against La Spezia, so I think, yeah, he will start. Maybe Abraham's going to rest, but I highly doubt it, because he's already missed a match against Inter Milan, so I don't think he will rest. I want to see Borja Mayoral, so I'm not getting rid of him. Maybe Carles Perez and Nicolo Zaniolo can swap in my predicted 11. Who knows? But either way, my score prediction for Thursday is no... Right, let me think about this. Will we concede? Will we not concede? They scored 1 goal in this tournament so far against us. They have nothing to play for. No, I don't think we'll concede, to be honest with you. Even if Smalling doesn't play. And it's another good test to see if players can also not concede without Smalling. So I'm going with an narrow 3-0 win. I think it'll be good to bounce back, to try and bounce back, and to then focus about ending this first part of the Europa Conference League in the best way possible. Obviously, the best way possible would be instead of Bodo Glimt, getting first instead of them. But I highly doubt they will lose points. But obviously, out of the 2 matches, Bodo Glimt have the more tougher one. So yeah, lads and lasses, if you're new here, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, literally takes 2 seconds, and it supports all of us so much. Also, please like this live stream as soon as it becomes a video. Subscribe to my second YouTube channel, link is in the description below, and follow me here on Instagram at @lowerscore_the_Simon_Show. I will catch you tomorrow for Mourinho's press conference reaction, which is back a reaction after he refused to take one against Inter Milan. So it'll be interesting to see what he, because there will be questions about Inter Milan. So come back tomorrow, and then on Thursday, the live watch along at 7 p.m. Italian time, 6 p.m. UK time. And wherever you're from, stay tuned, set a reminder on your calendars, and come here and we'll follow it together. Because, despite these bad results, what can we say? Up the Roma! Right, see you lads. Simon out.